here and welcome back. In this chapter, we're going to finish the foundational material by quickly covering the major features and functions that you can find within the menu bar. And we're also going to discuss the concept of sheets. Each Google Sheets file can have one or many sheets associated with it, and that's where it gets its name, Google Sheets. It's plural. The concept of multiple sheets will be an important concept for you to understand, especially as your Google Sheets environments become more and more sophisticated. Okay, let's dive in.
Let's quickly discuss the top menu bar found here. I just want to expose you to a few of the things that this menu bar will help you find. Starting with File, you can see Import. Import is a great way to bring in outside data. Most notably, you can use this as an alternate technique to importing a Microsoft Excel file. Download As. This is a great way to export Google Sheets as Microsoft Excel files so that you can email them or share them. Another great file format to mention here is .csv or comma separated values file. This is an extremely handy file format for exporting data that needs to be imported by other tools, like as an example, a mailing list into MailChimp. And lastly, of course, Print. Under the Edit menu, you can see a whole bunch of shortcut commands. Now these are all formatting shortcuts, and we're going to discuss all of this in the next lecture. Next, View. Here you can see a number of things like showing or hiding grid lines, showing or hiding the formula bar, and of course, Zoom. Next, Insert. The one thing I really want to show you here is how to add charts. Charts can add a ton of power to your storytelling. Although the specifics of charts are outside of this beginner's class on Google Sheets, where you can find them is absolutely worth noting. Under Format, lots of options for formatting. We're going to cover all of this in the next chapter, so I'm not going to walk through all the details here. And lastly, Data. One of the most powerful features under this piece of the menu is sorting. This gives you a ton of options to sort ranges of data by either alpha or numeric. The last thing I want to bring your attention to is Sheets. Down here at the bottom, you can see all the sheets. To start, you should just have one, but sheets can be added. You can use the plus button here to add sheets. You can also select any of the sheets and right-click to perform a number of actions, or you can simply use this drop-down arrow. A very handy action is to create a duplicate of an existing sheet. Sheets can also be renamed by simply double-clicking and adding any name you'd like. Simply click the Enter key to commit your changes. So, there can be one or many worksheets or sheets within what's called a workbook. You can think of this file, the basics, as a workbook.
As we discussed, the menu bar is your access point for many Google Sheets capabilities, features, and functions. And like I mentioned at the end of the last lecture, there is nothing quite so frustrating as not being able to figure out how to do something within a tool. And then second, we covered sheets. Workbooks are made up of one or many sheets. Understanding this structure will be very important for you to understand as your models and your other files become more and more complex. Okay, that's it for our foundational material. Next up, formatting. We'll see you in the next chapter.